Racing Championships for this round one at Symmons Plains, and a situation which looks very, very interesting indeed. Times extremely close in practice and promising to be a very interesting 10-lap encounter of this very difficult and demanding course. Unfortunately, this weekend we don't have the services of Doug Shivers and Marg Halliday, but to the advantage of Australian motorsport, the two of them have headed overseas and will be competing this year in Europe, which must be very good news indeed. Not only for us, of course, as enthusiasts, but good news for these guys as well, because it takes the pressure off them, should I say, and closes up some of the action quite tight indeed. In fact, one of the guys that we'd like to talk to is a fellow who's put in some great performances through 1984. We spoke earlier with Vince Genova.
We're with Barry Ditchburn in the earlier practices, and I think he's the man to beat today, so I think we'll be up there.
How's Gavin Porteous going?
I was watching Gavin because we sort of broke down, and he's going pretty quick. I think when it comes to the race, he's a good starter. He'll be up there too, yeah.
So we're going to have a three-way dice between Vince Genova, Barry Ditchburn and Gavin Porteous.
Oh, and a couple other dark horses, I think. Graham Biggs, he's not one to sort of throw aside. And the local champ from Tassie, he's pretty good. And round E, and he's very hard to beat, Chris Robbo.
Thanks very much, Vince.
No worries.
Well, if you've ever wondered just exactly what it's like here at Symmons Plains, 3 inches off the ground at 250 kilometres an hour, we had a look around the course earlier on.
In addition to our program,
pretty breathtaking sort of stuff, isn't it? It's a very, very fast ride around this circuit at those kinds of speeds, just 3 inches off the ground. I wouldn't like to be any of the passengers out there, Warren Tapner. The situation in qualifying, Warren, let's have a look at the grid.
Yes, Neil, and the absence of the Chivers-Halliday combination has really put this wide open, and already we've got the race underway, and Ditchburn it was who got away fast, but I think that looked like Graham Biggs from our position here. Number 7, I think that is Graham Biggs with Jim Colligan in the chair, yes, number 7. That's 51, Gavin Porteous into second, and that's Ditchburn into third there, number 32. So 7 leads as they make their way onto the back straight. This long, sweeping, fast back straight here at Symmons Plains, probably one of the fastest sections of racing circuit in Australia. And there's a 2-hour drag race there. Looking from where we can see it, I think there might have been a change for the lead. A little bit hard to see as they head into Coca-Cola corner there.
Well, a magnificent start from Graham Biggs on sidecar outfit number 7, the TZ750, and he absolutely shot away from the line with former motocross passenger on board, Jim Colligan. But the man that now leads the field on bike number 51 is Gavin Porteous and Shane Orford. Porteous, the man who's has shown us, I should say, the faster way around here. Biggs in second, Ditchburn in third placing, and he's copping some pressure at the moment from fourth place as well. So, Porteous, the man who's absolutely flying. Half a lap into the race has gone past Biggs, end of lap number 1, and leads the field into lap 2. Biggs into second, and Ditchburn not too far behind. And have a look at the pace here of Biggs' machine as he tries to round him up on the outside. Biggs on a 750, the other two in first and third on 700 series Yamahas, and they're now starting to open up quite a handy gap over fourth place.
Very interesting outfits these, Neil. There's a couple of them here. Number 7, Graham Biggs, and also Barry Ditchburn's machine are both fully imported English outfits. Barry Ditchburn's is a Ford Dunn frame with a Yamaha engine in it. This outfit actually won the British Championship, I believe, in 1983. And boy, oh boy, Barry really knows how to punt this around. He's a former Kawasaki Great Britain works rider. Had a great solo career, and now he's onto three wheels and really serving it up here as he comes up to challenge Graham Biggs into the hairpin. Very, very difficult corner, this one. It's actually got a dip on it.
And a change for placings here because it looked as though Biggs made a mistake there. And I would venture to say from our commentary point, he's actually touched the fence, and that's dropped him right back down to third position. So Biggs in strife. The problem does not appear to have put him out of business, has just dropped him back. So the man with the pressure off him at the moment on bike number 51 is still Gavin Porteous. Shane Alford working very hard, but I tell you what, Barry Ditchburn wants to argue about this on bike number 32, the Silkaleen entry. Tucked right in behind, starting to make full advantage of the slipstream over the hump. A very difficult part of the course. The bike actually wants to get light and slide out from underneath you. And look at Alford as he tries to keep that passenger's machine, or should I say that sidecar machine down. The passenger in sidecar racing works extremely hard. End of lap number 3. Here comes Ditchburn on the outside. Outbreaks around the outside and is now the new leader. Great performance from the former champion.
Big Gavin Porteous there, hanging on in second. He has slipstreamed Ditchburn through, and here he comes, throwing the challenge out. Goes to the outside, or actually the inside of this curve here, and oh, look at them, side by side. There's going to be a braking duel. No, Ditchburn slips across, and he's now taken over the lead again. So it's Ditchburn from Porteous. Here comes Porteous back again. Oh, this is superb sidecar racing. This is what we expected from the qualifying times with the absence of the reigning Australian champions. We knew that this would throw the race wide open, and what a superb event we've got. The three of them there, covered by probably 50 metres, as Porteous leads, Ditchburn into second, Biggs hanging on in third, and look at Gavin Porteous. Big Gavin, he's a huge man. There must be 16, 17 stone of him, and he's really flinging this three-wheeled outfit around this very, very fast Symmons Plains circuit. Here they head in towards the hairpin once more.
And again, it's Ditchburn on the outside, looking to try and outbrake. You can see the gap, around about 2.5 or 3 machine lengths. He now starts to use some of the torque of the 700cc Yamaha to try and slide through on the inside. Couldn't do it there. A very difficult part of the course because, of course, it drops off almost 5 or 6 feet. And now, again, Ditchburn on the outside. Inherits the lead in a very nice piece of slipstreaming. And it's now Porteous who has to put on the thinking cap and try and find a way around bike number 32. A great shot there as we watch the two leaders go through the left-hander at the end of the back straight, where they get absolutely flat out in top gear. Now down past the side of the pits. Graham Biggs still keeping touch in third place. Unfortunate for him that he's just touched the fence. Ditchburn, bike number 32, the leader. Porteous in second on 51. They come around and end another lap. 10 laps the journey for round 1 of the Australian Road Racing Championships for Sidecars 1985. And this is shades of Bathurst 1983 all over again, reminiscent of the dice we had between Shivers and Taylor. And it now looks like we've got a couple of new protagonists.
It seems to me, Neil, that Ditchburn has the advantage on the straight. The top end of his machine, he's just got that advantage in top speed, whereas Porteous has got a lot of confidence in his braking, and he really believes that his outfit is handling very well, because he closes right up between this corner, which is Coca-Cola, a tightening radius, left-hander, the big sweeper at the end of the back straight, and then they hit into the difficult section over the Mazda hump, which in fact, as you come up to it, you cannot see the following corner. It doesn't show up very well on our set here, but believe me, you've got to virtually set yourself up for the corner before you actually hit the hump. You're over the top of the hump, and then you're suddenly into a left-hander, and it's a very, very difficult part of the circuit.
In the closing stages now of round 1 of the Australian Sidecar Championship, and our leader at present is number 32, Barry Ditchburn. We look here at number 99, Darryl White and Alan Jamieson.
And they're holding a very, very good 4th place, actually. They're a pair of veterans. They've been around for a long time, and they're doing a good job.
The interesting thing here, Warren, is that Porteous and Alford actually qualified in a time of 64.46, which puts them about 3.5 seconds off the qualifying pace for pole position, which was held by Ditchburn with 61.18.
Yes, and I think there might have been a bit of sandbagging going on.
I reckon there might have been. Yeah, here's the checkered flag. A great performance from Barry Ditchburn and Laurie Genova for first placing. Porteous and Alford in second. Robinson and Lambert for third.
Barry Ditchburn, winner of the first round of the Australian Sidecar Championships. Was it a hard race?
Yes, it was very hard. Gavin Porteous is absolutely flying, and he was made it very hard. You know, he was. We had a little bit more top end than him, but he was very good under brake, so it was a good race. You know,
How do you think you'll fare in the next rounds? Maybe Doug Chivers going to come back in those races?
I sincerely hope so. I regret that he's not here today. You know, I'm not saying we would have beaten him, but we like to have a level to judge ourselves by, you know. So, yes, I sincerely hope he's there, and I hope we can give him a good run for his money.
Well, I hope you do too, Barry. Congratulations and good luck at the next race.
Thank you very much.
Now the